Hello everyone on YouTube, I'm MatZap, and welcome 5-year celebration of MatZap Gaming. Yes, it's been 5 years of making YouTube videos. Um, and if you're like, well, actually, it hasn't been 7 years. I explained that in my last video I made, but it basically 2020 is when I really started like actually making consistent content. So that's kind of where I'm basing it off of. And so for today, we're going to be reacting to some of my old videos, including this one that isn't showing up. There we go. There it is. This one right here. My first ever um, video, which was back. Well, I was gonna point down to it, but my body takes up too much space. It's 7 years ago. It's 7 years ago. Actually, here, let me just scroll up. Boom, there you go. Right there. 7 years ago. Got 23 views. Heck yeah, man. But yeah, so we're just gonna be reacting to some of the videos. I'm not gonna like watch through the whole like the whole video of pretty much any of these. We're just gonna react to like bits and pieces from each one. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Let's get started, I guess. Oh gosh. I already can feel myself cringing at this because it's just like such an old video. Um, and so this first one, I guess I should start by explaining it a little bit. This was back in, yeah, so 7 years ago, so that would have been, because it was in August of 2017 is when I um uploaded this. And I didn't have a webcam in there. I didn't have a good computer to run like to capture stuff with. This is just PS4 capture, and then my like I had like some headset mic on, I think. And this is totally not me stalling because I don't want to watch this video. um just, get that context in there why this video is gonna be cringe. But but yeah, I used the PS4's like share factory thing because that's like I don't know if they probably have something like that for the PS5. I have to actually look at that, but um yeah, I was like I got my PS4. I think I had it for a year at that something, I don't know. But yeah, and I was just like I gotta do this to make it work. And so the first couple videos that we were watching is through the share factory thing, but I also couldn't make thumbnails with it because I didn't really have a good enough computer, and I also just wasn't like big brain enough to be like, oh, I can just make the thumbnails in like a picture editor, which is what I do now. I make my own thumbnail. But um, anyways, enough chattering. Let's just watch it. Gosh, I don't want to click this, man. Okay, yep, you see there's the PS4 thing. PS4 share factory thing. And I remember I distinctly wanted to not talk. Oh.
Hello, I'm MatZap, and
I'm dying to cringe already. I have to watch it again.
hello, I'm MatZap, and this is Journey.
Yeah, so let me turn it up a little bit, the desktop audio for you guys. While I'm doing this. Um Actually, how do I want to do it? But yeah, so for additional context while I'm working on this, I would have been 15 at the time of this. See, I was 15 years old when I made this video. You can hear the crispy uh
Oh,
like of like the crappy like headset mic I
hello,
was even use.
I'm MatZap, and
Also just kind of
this is
quiet in
Journey.
general.
Let's start a new journey, I guess.
I didn't know what to say, man.
I played this game about a year or two ago, probably two actually.
You can tell how nervous I am doing, or at least I can, because I know my own voice. Um, I'm definitely way more shy during it. I mean, again, this is like 2017. I was just 15 at the time. I would have been turning 16 that year, and I was just like, I might do this, man. And then I was like, oh frick, I have to actually
And
do it.
I really liked it actually. It I assume it's the same on here, just better graphics, but I mean, it's a more of an artistic game, you know. So there's not a lot different.
The other thing I'm thinking about right now is like how I'm gonna be playing this game later on, and it's just gonna be interesting to have that comparison point of like my commentary then 7 years or like 7.5 years ago, really, versus now. It's just gonna be very interesting. This game is one of my favorite games, by the way. I really like Journey a lot. Uh,
In terms of graphics, I assume. It definitely has good music though. It's one of those games that I would probably buy the soundtrack for if I wasn't, or if I had the care to buy soundtracks.
I don't know if you heard that, but like I was saying, like, yeah, it's one of the games I would buy the soundtrack for if only I had, and then I cut myself off because I was embarrassed to say if I had the money for it because I was 15 at the time. I wasn't making money. And then I like changed it to be like if I had the care to buy soundtrack. Which I mean to be fair, I don't buy soundtracks usually anyways. Like the only soundtracks I've bought are the two soundtracks from the Ori games, and that was just to use for the review videos that I made of them. And I didn't even end up making the Will o' the Wisp review video, so which the review video is something we're also going to be reacting to later on, but
And stuff. But I just listen to things of it on, I don't know, YouTube or something like that.
um is the volume good? I don't know. I like it's hard for me to tell, but totally fine.
Anyway, let's start this off. There is motion control, but I'm not a motion control person, especially on the PlayStation.
I'm
So,
still not a motion control person.
oh, it actually works better than the PS3.
I say that. Okay, let me turn up the volume. I have a plugin that to just audio boost stuff, double audio.
PlayStation. So, oh, it actually works better than the PS3.
That's still not loud enough. We need to crank this up, man. 300 to 400% volume.
Actually works better than the PS3.
Works better than the PS3. I like a voice crack or something. Yeah, so I'm like playing through the game, and yeah, the original playthrough of this game I did in 4 episodes, and this is actually another thing I can talk about real quick that I used to do for years with the videos, both like in that like 2017, 2018 like adolescent age, as well as like my more adult years. I would do episode numbers in the title because I wanted it to be different, and I hated like I was kind of a hater where I was like I didn't like the idea of putting like part 5, part 6, parts like like using part number in there. I was like it has to be more professional and cool, so I'm gonna put an episode EP, for like shorthand for episode. Stupid.
Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of sliding, at least in the later levels.
Trying to think if there's any like standout moments I don't want to
So
react to.
enjoy it while it lasts, I guess.
Around here, get
Your bait watch.
up to here. or at least all the dudes, all the scarfs.
I use my song power or whatever it is to open up
AKA
this
song
gate.
power, man.
Yeah, these flying scarves end up doing a lot of cool things. Especially if you do that. Because you can fly, literally.
Oh, man. It's like, another thing I'm noticing is how slow I am at speaking. And I think that comes with the anxiety where I, like, don't want to talk, so I'm very, like, hesitant with every word I say. Um, it's just, you know what I mean? Oh wait, this might be an interesting moment to react to.
And we get another, well, the first cutscene, I guess.
Not the first cutscene, old
And
MatZap. Where's the young MatZap? I don't know how you...
taller version of me and calls to me and then shows a mountain. And then there's a bunch of, like, most of the cutscenes end up having a artistic visual like this.
Gosh. I don't know how much I could keep watching of this whole thing. Okay, another thing I'm actually curious about, because I feel like we've gotten enough of a taste of old MatZap. If you want to watch this whole video, watch that whole, like, original playthrough. It's up on the channel. It's like, I'm probably never gonna take it down. But what I am curious about is how I end off things. Okay, yeah, so I had found another player, which, if you don't know the game Journey, it's kind of like a it's like Dark Souls in how the multiplayer works, where people just randomly join.
Alright.
Well, actually, that's not true. Dark Souls doesn't. It's not random.
I'll end this off here. So
I don't know. I don't know.
this is
People randomly
MatZap,
join and then leave.
This is the first episode of Journey. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.
And PlayStation, like.
End this off. Alright. Well, I think I'll end this off here. So, this is MatZap, and this is the first episode of Journey. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.
PlayStation. Oh, yep, Sheer Factory. I will say I have mad respect for
Basically.
for the Share Factory, just in the sense that it gives people the opportunity, because, like, I was able to just upload straight to YouTube from the Share Factory thing, so that aspect is really nice. But yeah, so I had no idea how to end off the video, I guess, so I was just like, this is the first episode of Journey, thanks for watching. But oh man. Okay, so yeah, that's the first ever video I made. I did a playthrough of that, and then I did a couple other playthroughs that are still on the channel. I did some other videos in, like, 2017, 2018 that I ended up deleting later because I was like, either I didn't finish the playthrough and or I got really mad about it, like the Shadow of the Colossus playthrough. I had tried to record like 2 or 3 times and kept getting mad during the Colossus battles and would just, like, stop recording and delete all the old videos because I was like, so, like, I would just get embarrassed with how angry I would get. Now I kind of own it, I feel like, so. But yeah, so that's that video, and then we go to the last video of those teenage years, and also the only one where I basically had any sort of editing skill applied to it, because this one's actually kind of cool in a way. So it's the Soul Calibur 6 beta, the best moments from, like, when I was recording it. And this one is 6 years ago. This was in 2018, and yeah, I was able to actually put together the like, use the Share Factory for editing stuff. Which, I mean, I could do before, but I was really bad at it. At this point, I had gotten more experience with it. And then, I actually think I made this thumbnail myself, probably because there's lightning everywhere. Because I was really into the Zap part of MatZap gaming. I was just like, yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, let's see how this goes. This is about like a year later.
Hello everyone, I'm MatZap. A couple of days ago, the Soul Calibur 6 network test was held, and I absolutely loved this thing. And it has ended.
You can already tell I'm so much more comfortable with my voice. Like, I'm still kind of stiff, and you can kind of tell that I, like, scripted it, which I did. And then, of course, there's the mic quality, which isn't really my fault, but, like, I already have so much more confidence in what I'm saying. It's funny.
As of this recording, but I thought I would put together some sort of, like, best moments video for you guys. So I'll just shut up now and let you check it out. But, of course, you know, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.
Didn't know how to end that little moment of talking. So yeah, this was just, I don't know. Yeah, I would do like different text, throw text up on the screen and stuff. But wasn't even that last moment? Oh, I think what was funny here was I do that spin move because I'm playing Nightmare, which if you don't know Soul Calibur 6, don't worry about it. I'm gonna explain everything as best I can. So it's a fighting game, right? You can tell. 3D fighting game made by the same or owned by the same people who make Tekken. And so I'm playing Nightmare, big sword dude, and I was fighting this Sophitia player online, and I do this sweep thing here, like so I do that running, freaking swing a vertical circle around me, and the Sophia just doesn't get hit. And so I obviously put that as a joke, right? I like how I have to explain the joke, but,
Victory goes to the last one standing.
yeah, then I do stuff like that where I would just repeat it. You know, honestly, I kind of don't hate that this editing that I did. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it's kind of cringy, right? But like, it actually kind of works. I like the font. It's big. It's lighthearted. There's one moment. I don't know where it is. I think it's right there. I'm like, wait, hold up. That was like the funniest part of the video to me, when I was making it. I don't remember anything else that really happens that's a highlight, but... Oh yeah, and I was just like... Anyways. Yeah, it's just it's the best moments video, you know, made by the 16-year-old. What can you expect? My first and only time I've ever done one of these. I'm curious to see if there's any. Yeah, it's like I kept doing the stab move that they finished me with. I'm curious to see what other edits I did at the time. Soul Calibur 6 is such a fun game. Oh wait, I'm playing as Tom. And I... Even me rewatching this 6 years later, I didn't even realize that it was a changed character. I think what I did was this whole, like, set... Oh wait, no, I see it right there. I say switch to Talum right here. I didn't even read that. Probably should have put it front and center and bigger text and like all that stuff. And I would have liked to do more like intense edits like this again, but like obviously better because I can do better. It's been 6 years. I know I can do better. Excuse me. Oh, so real quick with this part, you see how the text fades away when like after it pops up for a second? I was so satisfied with that, especially with the first one. Like it's right above the slash or like the swing or whatever. When I was editing that, you know, again, 16 years old. There we go. I can talk. I was just like, oh my gosh, that worked out perfectly. Yeah, that guy just goes AFK for a little while. I think it's because I was literally just button mashing the whole time, and the guy just got super annoyed at me probably. Yeah, if you'd like to see me do more best moment type of things, not necessarily of Soul Calibur 6, but just of any of the stuff I do, let me know in the comments, and let me know here in chat. Did I even say that? I can't remember. Oh, it's just he did a move that I remembered I did when I was playing with Nightmare. Anyways, yeah, it's just a lot. It's just me playing matches. Yeah, I don't know if I have any commentary at the end.
Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. It took a long time to put together, especially because it was my...
Hey, thank you guys for watching this video. It took a long time to like the audio quality just makes me...
my first time doing this sort of thing. When Soul Calibur 6 comes out, I'm gonna do live streams of pretty much everything I can do, so be sure to check that out when it comes out.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I also did
video.
live streams. Yeah, put that at the end there. But hey, I went back to the acorn moment. Let's go. But yeah, so I did also do live streams around that time. They were also through the PlayStation thing, and I did For Honor when the Breach mode came out. Because yes, the Breach mode came out in 2018, which is when I kind of crazy, but that the last time they added a permanent mode to that game was 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. Actually, it would have been more like 6 or 7 years ago. Anyway, yeah, so I did streams and all that stuff, and then I eventually stopped making content because for one, I thought I was gonna get a new PC soon, which didn't happen for like a year or two after I thought I was gonna get it. And I was waiting for the computer, the new PC, to actually like really get going on stuff. And I was also just like, I didn't have any other games at the time that I wanted to record and stuff like that. So now let's go to the return video, which is the first ever video I did. Or actually, this is the video that I uploaded 5 years ago, almost to the day. It's January 4th when I'm recording this. But yeah, you can see. Actually, it says 4 years ago. Yeah. 4 years ago. Wait, what? That? Hold on. Whoop. Hey, Bobsy, welcome in. How you doing? We're just I'm just reacting to my cringy old self. You missed the first couple things. Where did that third monitor? Oh, it did for some. Jack. Okay, I can. But yeah, so while I'm trying to search for it to figure out why it says 4 years ago and not 5, because it should say 5 years ago. Because it was 2020. I know that much. Maybe it wasn't January 1st, but tired from work. Yeah, I can relate to that. I do the evening shift at my job, so it's so fun. Yeah, here. Is that video? I have to scroll through so many videos because I have like 600 videos, or like 500 normal videos and a bunch of live streams to do on YouTube. Getting there in 2020. Probably is more efficient ways of doing this, but I'm already almost there at this point. Okay, so it was. Oh, okay, so it's January 6th is when I actually uploaded. Okay, my bad, but January 1st is when I recorded. Yeah, this is 5 years ago now. And I want to see if you guys noticed something real quick before before I start the video. Fun little story with the thumbnail. At this point, when I had gotten my new PC and everything, I was acting very entitled, I'll say, because I was just being stupid. And I was like, I hit up my brother Andrew, and I was like, "Hey Andrew, can you make my thumbnails for me?" And this is what he produced, which, to be fair, is totally fine and was how I asked for it. So if it looks bad, blame me, not him. But like at the time, I was just like, for some reason, I wanted to become like the next Markiplier, right? And any kid back in that day kind of wanted to do that, right? And so my brain was like, well, Markiplier has like people do the thumbnails for him, so if I have someone do the thumbnails for me, then it makes me one step closer. Stupid idea, but anyway. Listen to the video start.
Hello everyone, I'm MatZap, and welcome to Jedi Fallen Order. Gosh, so...
It's super quiet, and it sounds really weird. Now, to be fair, it wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. Maybe this is because I have the... Oh no, the extension's out at 100. Okay, so what I was going to bring up, because I thought it was going to happen, but it didn't, was when... Because I also asked him to edit the videos for me, and he only did the first, like, couple, and then it was, like, too much, and... Hey, Wolfie! Welcome in! How you doing? Reacting to old MatZap here. Yeah, when my brother had edited the videos and sent them to me, for some reason they were like ultra quiet. Like it was super weird. And so I had to like, but I had figured out like editing, or like a little bit of editing at the time, so I had to I cranked up the audio like output on the videos before I uploaded them. So yeah, that's just a funny little story there. I've been doing pretty good. Yeah, we're just been reacting to old stuff. I've been dying of cringe already, and probably gonna be dying more of cringe. Let me increase the volume so you can actually hear MatZap from 5 years ago. Yap. But yeah, so another point of clarity is I also had a capture card at this time, so even though I'm recording this on the PS4, still been, I did have like my own PC at this point, and was like just recording with capture card, doing OBS. So at that point, I was feeling like the biggest gamer around, you know, like biggest content creator. I was like, heck yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm MatZap, and welcome to Jedi Fallen Order.
It's still so quiet. It's just like, I have it cranked up to 400% volume. Whoops, that's the wrong one. 600%. Max out that volume. I want to hear myself.
Hello everyone, I'm MatZap, and welcome to Jedi Fallen Order.
It's so quiet.
Gosh, so, quick story before I begin. First of all, hello, I'm back finally from my hiatus. The reason why is because I was waiting to get a new setup, and I finally got it, and I've been trying for the past few days to actually get it to work properly.
Oh, yep. I remember I struggled so hard getting the capture card to work. Because I just didn't know what it was. But yeah, if you can't hear younger MatZap talking, I basically just yapping. I'm not really just saying much, but I'm like, yeah, I was on hiatus because I had to uh, like get a new setup, and I've been trying to make it work and everything. So yeah, it's just like all that stuff. Um, this episode because I've played this first episode for like 80 million times. Oh, that was my brother's editing. Stopwatch going because I didn't turn that on initially. Oh yeah, I remember. I think that's what I was talking about with the 80 million times thing. Was I had been I had to record the intro so many times because I was trying to get, you know, OBS to work and like the capture card to work and all that stuff. And yeah, so it's I don't know, it's a full like 35-minute video. Curious, wait, hold on. What happens end here? I like can't hear the game at all. Like I'm looking at OBS and it literally like is normally like the audio was before when I was talking was -30, which I currently speak around -20 to -10 audio range, so it's way less. But when it was just the gameplay audio, it was at like -50. It was so quiet. But yeah, I guess there was some microphone issues I had, and I don't remember that, um, but yeah, so that was from, well, it says 4 years ago, but that's because it was January 6th, so, you know, just a little, or a couple days off. Oh yeah, and I even call it out here too, like, apologies because the game audio is really low these first couple of videos, but please bear with it. Yeah, it was like painfully bad. But I got back to making videos, and so that was really cool. And then I was doing a lot of playthroughs at the time, and then we come to this, which is my first ever review video, because another aspect that I really wanted to do with my channel, especially after I got like the capture card and all the setup and yada yada, I wanted to have my channel's structure be I would play through a game and then make a review of it, and then like just do that over and over and over again. Like game review, like, or like let's play review, let's play review. Didn't end up working out. I only ever did 3 review videos. Which if you ever want to see me do more review videos, let me know. But yeah, so that's the explanation for this, because this is my first one. Is this stupid game. Minecraft Dungeons. And 4 years ago. Is this one actually 4 years ago though? Or is this more like like, well, this would have been in 2020. Oh, yep, it actually shows you if you hover over it. July 25th when I uploaded this. So this took like forever for me to make, but I was pretty satisfied when I made it. I haven't watched it since then, so.
Hello everyone, I'm Matt.
Okay, sorry, before we do anything. I love how if I, here, let me refresh it. Not sure if it's gonna show the thumbnail again, but okay. Yeah, so you see how the thumbnail looks, and this thing up in the corner, which this is what my avatar on YouTube used to look like. And I think I had it for Twitch for a little while too. But I love how like the thumbnail, it looks like this. As soon as I click play, it just grows.
Everyone, I'm MatZap. This is my review of Minecraft Dungeons, which is based on the playthrough on my channel. Do note there will be spoilers, so don't watch if you want to protect yourself from spoilers. What is Minecraft Dungeons? I'd like to akin it to baby's first dungeon crawler. But just because it's simple doesn't mean it's bad. It creates an entry point for people to get into the isometric dungeon crawlers like Diablo or Baldur's Gate. On the other hand,
Baldur's
many
Gate,
parts of
which
the
I actually
game...
just beat like a few days ago, by the way, like off screen, but funny. No, actually, like the editing is not too bad. It took forever though, especially because I was really trying to, whenever it would do
on
something
my
like
channel. Do note there will be
like
spoilers, so don't
the
watch if you want to
spoilers
protect
thing
yourself.
that pops up, I tried to time it exactly when I said the word spoiler. It was extremely annoying to do. Or, you know, just like pretty much anything
But
like
just because it's simple doesn't mean it's bad. It creates an entry
thing
point for
like
people to get into the isometric dungeon crawlers
Baldur's-
like Diablo or Baldur's Gate.
yeah, you see like it's like timed well with it, but I was like so like hyper focused on timing it exactly, which to be fair makes sense. It helps make it seem a bit more smooth, but
On
it's
the
just
other
funny to
hand,
me.
many parts of the game come off horrendously mobile-like or RNG reliant, which gives the game a strange tone and
Oh,
feeling.
and then
Sure, this game is a
after
game for kids, but
we
that
do the
doesn't mean it
intro,
gets to get
I
away with
tried to
everything that it does.
break up the yeah, so gosh, this looks so bad. I had to make this by hand and paint, but there's no like shape there. I think there is shapes things, but I just couldn't find it or something, and so it has this weird edge to it that makes it look like it's freaking like a sticky note that got like ripped or something like that. um but yeah, so what I would do, and this is sat on there for way too long. But so what I would do is I would actually break up the review into 4 segments, and you can kind of see that with the chapters here, where it was like the story, the gameplay, the graphics, and the ending. Or this, I think I rewrote to presentation to generalize it more, but so I would rank each of the categories individually, and then there'd be like this conclusion at the end. And also
Just overall kind of lame. Part about the ending was
like
the actual boss
so I would give
fight.
like a score for the category,
ending
and then
itself. Ending was the
so I would
I
name it.
gave the ending a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, so I'd say like
The only
5
good
out of 10,
part about
and
the
then
ending was the
the
actual
remainder
boss
of
fight.
that segment,
The
this thing would just be
ending
slowly fading
itself
away.
was just really, really bad.
And then yeah, conclusion. So then I would.
In conclusion, Minecraft Dungeon progression and
Hold
a
on.
bland, dull story that crushed many potentially
I
good
made this
aspects
meme.
of the game. I'm sure kids will still find the game enjoyable, but
then
think
yeah, so
this
at
game
the
is
end
gonna
of
be
it, I
much
would give
better.
like a summary of my thoughts, and then I would give
Final
this like
score,
huge
24
like
out of 40.
chart. Like if I don't know if I can actually here just back off a little bit. Okay, you can see how crazy. Look at them. Just ridiculous. There's like so much text on this. And also, yeah, I only got a 24 out of 40. The game's pretty mid. But it's just like I would just throw all the text up at once, and then I would give it like a
Equals
grade
D
score.
minus.
Yeah, I'd give it a grade score.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. This was a fun new type
And then
of
I
project
put
for
in
me, and I hope you
random
enjoyed it regardless if you
other
agree or
video
disagree.
stuff for some reason.
This took a lot of work, about 12 hours, I think.
Oh wait,
So
I
would
know what
seriously
that was
appreciate if you
that I
share
did
this with
there.
any
I
friends you
think.
think might be interested. And
Gosh, that last stock photo image. Oh hey, and look, there's the video that I just made a few days ago. But yeah, so that's how I would do that stuff. And yeah, I actually did. I still do. I really like the idea of the format of breaking it up and grading each thing, because like I feel when it comes to review videos and stuff, they always just generalize the whole thing, and they're like the whole game's a 9 out of 10 or whatever. And it's just like, well, like this aspect of the game is really strong, but this aspect sucks. Like that's kind of like the nuance I wanted to add to the conversation. And I haven't seen people do this kind of structure since then, but to be fair, I don't watch review videos often, so I don't know how people do it nowadays. But yeah, so that was my review video, and again, that was back in 2020. Something that we still haven't gotten to yet, and is now going to be the thing that we get to, is my face reveal. So I made it so dramatic. I called it most important video yet. All about just my face reveal. Um, and yeah, this was back in 2021. I finally got a webcam, and it's not this webcam that I'm using now. It was like because right now I use uh the Logitech C720, or not. I don't think it's 720. Yeah, because it's 10. It can do 1080p, so it want to be 720. I don't know, but I know that the one that I used to have was like the C270, which looks like dog water. Like it's terrible. um, and this was also, I think, one of the first times I ever did like a vlog video as well. Still got that old avatar there. Me running. My brother Andrew made this as well, by the way, and he made the new one as well. So kudos to him. He's a great artist. But yeah, so boom, watch this dramatic intro to my face. Me with my freaking greasy hair. And I had such long hair at the time, I had to get these like those little like hairpin things. And I just was just chill enough to just wear them while doing this. Which I mean, like, nowadays I would consider that fine, but I would expect back in the day that I would have been too embarrassed to do that. But oh yeah, and I would put a pillow behind my thing.
Hey guys, hello everyone. I'm MatZap and welcome to my face.
Yup, that's how it went. How it goes, how it went. Oh gosh. Yeah, and so then I just started yapping about stuff. Oh yeah, I had to explain how because right now so when I'm sitting here, I'll zoom in on my webcam for this part because it helps clarify a couple really quick. But so the current position that I'm sitting in right now for like my videos is like I'm sitting in a corner. So like right over here is a corner, and there's like a wall right here, and then there's this wall. And my desk has been in like basically the same spot, except at this point when I was doing it, my desk was rotated like 90 degrees this way. And so that wall there, which yeah, the wall that's in the videos here was I think it was still this wall actually. Obviously without all these because I didn't have those yet. But what I would have to do is because I only had like the one monitor at the time, and so if I ever was streaming a game on, or like recording a game that was for my computer, I would have to face this way. And so I was, and then like if I was recording a game on like a console, I would have to face this way because my TV was like in that direction. And so I go into this whole like rant about explaining that in this video. And it's just like, okay, cool, dude. But yeah, it was like, oh, it's just funny to me at the time that I spent an entire like minute straight talking about that.
Recorded and live streamed content. I have
Also, the freaking mic arm is covering up like half of my face, dude. This baby face Matt from 3 years or 4 years ago, really. Different glasses. I had the old headset that I still had up until about like November, I think, when I got these bad boys. And the headset still works, and it's also the same mic and mic arm with like the same pop filter. Still works just fine. And I think I did have this in 2020 But
Actually, had this webcam for a while, but I had to figure out how to get it set up for recording over like gameplay and stuff like that. And once upon a time, I had it for a sub goal. Also, just as an FYI.
yeah, I used to really care about my sub goals. Now I'm just like, I'm here to have fun, man.
You may notice my position change. So when I'm facing this way, that means that whatever game I'm playing is on my PS5 or my Switch.
Okay, I
If
did
I'm
have my
playing-
PS5 at that point.
If I'm facing this way, then the game I'm playing
I have
is on
so
my
little
PC.
facial hair too,
Just to
dude.
kind of let you be aware of that in case you see me shifting around. Also, sorry, yes, this is kind of the best angle I could get my.
Okay, at least I am aware enough to acknowledge that the web or the microphone is in the way of my face for the webcam.
Mic and you guys probably don't care, but you know. Also, aside from that, there's some other important news.
Oh yeah, and I did lump it together with a lot of other stuff. Like, I had like I used to run a freaking Facebook page for a while, and I would post like every single video and live stream I would do there. Now I just like, you know, I tweet out and like post around certain Discord servers that I'm like streaming, and that's it. Like, oh yeah, and then I talked about like a schedule format and all this stuff. And then I was doing a collab with this other YouTuber at the time. Yeah, Shadow Jimmy 45. He changed his name to Lord of Beans, I think. That was kind of a that has a whole story to it that is a little too long to really talk about for the YouTube thing. Because it was yeah, I was doing it was when I was getting ready or like winding up to start streaming on Twitch, actually. That's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, and then
Algorithm things. And if you
zoom in.
haven't already, subscribe.
Yeah. This subscribe gif I used for so long. It was super annoying too because I had to like to try to find something like this. I had to just, you know, Google search like subscribe gif or whatever, and then I had to green screen it out because it was on this like crappy green background. Which you can still see it around everything.
Lots of awesome Let's Plays, review videos, streams, and hopefully other stuff in the future. And then also follow my social media to be able to reliably stay up to date on all the goings on here at the channel. And thanks again, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Yep, that's when I started doing that, my sign off, and I think I do it now for my, well, I know I do it now for my intros, but I don't remember when that started. I think it was around this time though.
Hey, what's that? Oh, it's the outro. Oh my god!
But yep. Sorry if that music's loud, by the way, but that music that plays is still the outro music to this day. And it's just like a free YouTube song or whatever, but yeah, and this was the original thanks for watching screen and all that stuff. Used Canva for that. But okay, we gotta get a little, I might skip a couple of these just to try to keep this a little shorter. But yeah, I did a collab video with that Jimmy guy that I mentioned earlier. That video was awful, admittedly. I mean, it was fine, I guess, but and then yeah, there's the 30XX videos that I used to do, and then there's a channel intro video, which is still the current channel intro, but I plan to redo it eventually because it's like at least 3 years old, I think. Yeah, October 21st, 2021. So it's been a while. But yeah, this was the channel intro.
Hello, everyone.
And you can tell I've like cut my hair and aged up a little bit, got a better position for my mic arm, got a new chair. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I have this current chair, which you can kind of see. But then I had my first chair, which you didn't really ever get to see much because it was like this short office chair. And I call that chair squeaky because it squeaked a lot and it kind of sucked to be in. But then I had this like one of like the gamer chairs or whatever you call them.
I'm MatZap, and welcome to my channel. Now, what is MatZap Gaming? In short, it's a Let's Play channel. But instead of me talking your ear off about it, how about I show you what we play here?
I still think that the dialogue or like the lines and the way I move my face and everything was actually not too bad for that. But then yeah, I have like a montage segment here of like funny moments for different games.
Okay, that's a little unfair.
All while playing
so
the
confused by
OG
this. I need to-
music. Which here, let me turn down the volume because it's a little looks like it's a little loud on the OBS. A little bit.
It looks like a glitch to me.
Yeah, I was streaming, and then there's this game, which yeah, I think this was also streamed.
Oh jeez, it's like a... There's so many bullets everywhere, holy...
So this obviously gives me the opportunity to yap about these freaking awful like centering, where I'm like off to the right. I don't know, I guess there's like something about like the angle like for my like to also be in there or something weird like that, but yeah, I was also playing this game Doomori, which I almost included it in this like watch back through the stuff. Also nice 69 number there. But I just kind of didn't find a good way to fit it in. But
Is he the final boss of the game? I don't know. He seems very intimidating, though.
gonna watch that again.
We can't get
And then, oh yeah, yeah, this was funny. The guard was just broken in that. But then I managed to get it into. Oh wait, no, this was still the same setup. I was wearing those PJs, which I still have, by the way. Right here, I still have the same like pajama top that I would wear sometimes. Like this is basically the exact spot. Can't really see it. The video broadcast is doing too well. Yeah, these are like the Iron Man's Marvel thing. This is just me when I would have to play it on a console. I would have to look this way, and so I'd kind of bounce back and forth between where my webcam was. But
Wait. I can walk away.
oh yeah, yeah. Which if you didn't catch it because I kind of started that clip a little too early, I am playing. So this is It Takes or not It Takes Two, the same team, but a way out, and I'm about to win the Connect 4. And he quit. My buddy Drew quits out right before I can do it.
No, I won't kill.
Did you also like the little triangle?
We also did play It Takes Two together.
Wide variety of
awesome.
awesome games. In other news, I also have a Twitch channel where I play more games.
Had only 7 followers at the time, man. And I have what, like 169. Nice. But yeah, I used to stream
Usually with
Phasmo.
friends. I also have a YouTube archive channel for said Twitch channel.
Yep, I still do. It's called MatZap VODs now. And you can tell because it basically has my avatar, but the word VOD like stamped on top of it.
Channel MatZap Archive, where you can see what I've already done over on Twitch. Go check out those channels and the links in the description below.
Oh, also, I think I don't know
So
how
if you
well
want
you
to
can kind of tell with the freaking light outside reflecting my lenses. Which, wait, I think that was another thing. Yeah, I forgot about that. I had to actively like record with my blinds open, like during the day, because I didn't have good enough lighting in my room to stream or to like record without it. Because all I would have is just this like overhead room light, and now I got all these extra lights over here and stuff, so I can just record and stream whenever. But yeah, I had
Kept up to date
to
on
do
all
that.
things MatZap Gaming.
Forgot about
Go
that
follow
completely.
me over on Facebook or Twitter through.
But yeah, I don't think you can see it too well, but I actually had it positioned where, and I still kind of do now, but it was like super egregious at the time, where I had the script, because I wrote out the whole thing. That's what I usually like to do for these vlogs, is write out what I'm gonna say. And I had it right underneath the camera, so it was like right here or something like that. And I was actually just reading off of that the whole time.
Through the proper links in the description below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next video.
There it is.
What
Yeah, so that's channel intro that is currently still up, and yeah, you already saw that. But yeah, so that was 2021, and I did a lot of different playthroughs at the time, and I actually was pretty consistent with the schedule. And I would make kind of short-ish videos, depending on the game. Sometimes it was like 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes it was more like 40 to 60 minutes, but yeah, and then again, for the sake of time, I'm just gonna skip the last review video. But let's jump to the 100 sub setup tour. This was my sub goal for hitting or this was like the reward for hitting 100 subs. And yeah, that happened, or I uploaded this at least October 31st of 2022. So for Halloween, I was like, here's my setup, and yes, it was horrifying. 20 minutes long though. I must have yapped like crazy, dude. Holy moly.
Hello everyone.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if you saw, but at this point I do have the new
Hello.
okay, it opened it up, but I do have the new and current avatar on the thumbnail. But yeah, so I switched it to basically the same setup you see now, where I had the sound pads behind me. I had desks in this position. I think it's the same desk here as in this video. Oh yeah, and I used to have this like color bar. Like you see the color, the blue lines in my glasses. That was this like sound, or not the sound bar. I keep wanting to say sound bar. Like the color bar that I would have like to my right to give that slight amount of blue light that you can see.
Everyone, I'm MatZap, and hey, it's been a while. Let me first.
I got a little bit of facial hair at this point. You can see. I think, am I still wearing this? Oh no, I'm not wearing the same glasses. Mine are thicker frames, I guess. I always like the style though of like no frame on the bottom side of the lens. So
First describe how things have been going, because I'm sure everyone's so interested in that. It's been very stressful. It hasn't let up, like, at all. I got used to, like, you know, the process of, like, doing school and all that stuff, and then I became a working man.
yep, that's when I got my job at Meyer, like a supermarket place.
So that's been interesting, but also stuff, and I used to, like,
the
you know,
transition
the
here is
process of, like, doing
funny.
school and all that stuff, and then I became a working man. So that's been interesting, but also very scary and nerve-wracking. So, you know, I'm very stressed about that special way, which I might show somewhere here if I still have the video. I don't remember, but basically, it was kind of cringy and it was kind of bad.
Oh yeah, so I didn't have a good way to show my setup, like camera-wise, and I guess I still technically don't, but I could probably figure out a better way to do it now. And so here I'm talking about how I had tried to pick up the webcam and actually like angle it around and stuff, and it just didn't work.
Throwing it away. So we're just gonna do it like this, where I basically go over my setup while staying in this chair with this layout and everything, and I'm just gonna have pictures
over here.
That's an emote, by the way. That's an emote in the chat. The MatZap stare. Same picture.
Get the best of my abilities. I didn't really set up very well for this, so we're just kind of flying
yeah,
by the seat of our pants here.
I think I'll show an
But
image
thank
of
you,
it.
everyone, for
Oh, yep. Okay. So,
like right off.
actually, pictures aren't too terrible, and it's not too different actually either, because it is the same desk. Obviously different like water bottles and stuff, and I only recently changed out the speakers that you can see here. I have the same mouse pad, keyboard, and like mouse. Kind of crazy to think about. I mean, this was only 3 years ago, but still. And yep, this wooden board you see here, it's still there. It obviously wouldn't show up on camera, but yep, it's still there. I'm using the same 2 monitors. Yep, this one is the one that like the YouTube videos on. This one's the one that has like OBS and all that stuff on. I have a 3rd monitor now, like over here, which currently doesn't have anything on it, but it's usually I just kind of put extra things over there. And yeah, this freaking point of glowing pure whites is where my little light stand thing is. I do have a new PC now, of course, since then, but that was my PC, what my PC looked like for a long while. Oh yeah, and you can see back here I have like my PS5, which is still like, of course, and then I think I talk about it somewhere in here,
which I think is in the picture. It's
yeah. So this crazy setup. So what I used to do, and I probably talk about it in here somewhere, but is like I used to have this whole thing behind my desk, and what I would do is if I was recording or streaming a console game, I would move the monitor that's right here, or this one, and set it off to the side, and then look straight ahead to the TV. Now, since I have a 3rd monitor, I just swap out HDMI ports here, so it's always consistent that way, and I never have to move anything. But yeah, it was like this crazy thing I had to do for like, well, I didn't have to do it, I just made it more convoluted for no reason. And then, yep, these were the old specs. I got different specs now, of course, but yeah, and this 40 gigs of RAM, if you're wondering about that, it's because I bought 2 RAM sticks. Like, I used to have only 8 gigs of RAM, and then I bought 2 RAM sticks that totaled up to 32 gigs. So, I think my current one has 32 normally, but yeah, and then I had this GTX 1660. Like, I'm not a computer guy myself, but even I know that like a GTX 1660 is awful. But yeah, and then I shut off my OBS setup, and yeah, when I used to do recording by itself without like the streaming setup that we do here, you know, with like people in the chat and all that stuff, I would have 2 instances of OBS set up. One would be recording just the game, and one would be recording my face, and then I would like slap them together, and then I had this timer over here to keep track of
it's kind of
how
like
long.
like one of those widescreen movies in a way.
Yeah, it's wide aspect ratio. The monitor is wide. Yeah, so I guess I just yap on for a really long time about all my stuff. I don't know. But if you want to see me do that again, we're at 138 subs. Maybe if we do that again at 200. Anyways, but yeah, so that was the 100 sub setup tour. And then, real quick, I'm gonna pop over to the YouTube short. This is my most popular video across everything. Is this YouTube short called Bowser Dies. and it's like 3 or 4 seconds. It was before I got the sound pads, it was before I had the good setup and everything. And that somehow got 3,000 views. It was my first ever YouTube short, and it's like still my most viewed video. That little YouTube short. My most viewed normal video is this one, which is called Deepest Sword, and as I kind of describe it in the title here, it's getting over it, but it's horny. And that's one of the games that we're going to be revisiting here because it still holds the title of most viewed, like normal format video. Yeah, it was back in 2023, 21st. And it's actually not too long after that, a lot of stuff went down with like mental health and changing of the format of everything and etc. etc. Yeah, also I just love this thumbnail. Actually, I'm kind of curious to see how.
Hello, everyone.
Yep, I got long hair there. I'm wearing the same exact like button-up shirt that has a hood. Makes it super fun. And you kind of see it a little bit in the background. There's like this blue line. That there's like this LED strip. And I still have it. It's just on the floor now because it fell off the little thingy that it was attached to. Life is okay. Life is pain. Yeah, I remember struggling a lot with some of the later parts of this. Is the sword gets so long.
I'm MatZap, and welcome to Deepest Sword. This is a random, free-to-play.
Got pretty decent facial hair at that point.
Play Steam game that I found actually a while back with the intention.
Yeah, this is a
of
free Steam
and
game,
I
by
just
the way. If
never
you want to
got
get it for
around
yourself,
it
it's
until
free.
tonight. And I, out of curiosity, I looked back on the store page and then looked around on the reviews. And I gotta say, I want to shout out this one review that I read that reads, "Before I played Deepest Sword, I had a small PP, no friends, no GF, depression, and no life. These things haven't changed, but the game is pretty good." So, you know, I
Yep, and that sold me on this game.
feel like that's going to be a very strong representation of what this game is about and what I'm going to get from it. So, yeah, I guess let's just go. I have no idea what this game is about. I just...
Yeah, I'll save reacting to majority of this for when I actually get to it, but I am curious how my outro goes.
I don't know. I don't know how to finish this. I hate everything, and I'm just gonna go to I'm just gonna be crying to sleep tonight, and just waking up in a cold sweat because
Bad
of
rain effect.
my sword being too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and check out everything I do over on Twitch and Discord. Links in the description down below for all that stuff, and I will see you all
Oh
in the next
yeah,
episode.
yeah. So I would do that. But I remember I would do where
Links in the description down below.
yeah, I would do that where I swing and I would slap the table like every time. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I think those are the same lenses as these ones. Could be wrong, but
For all that stuff, and I will see you all in the next episode.
yep. And then that's pretty much this is pretty much the exact look of the current like outro full video thing. Except I changed the text down here, but that's, you know, that's kind of the spot where I get to change the text every so often. I should probably change it again, but hopefully it will be for when this goes up on the main YouTube channel. But yeah, so that was just kind of a brief kind of like rewatch through old MatZap stuff all the way from 2017 to not necessarily today, but I mean like I'm reacting to it today, so I don't know. I didn't have like a 2024 video because like I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me to do it that way. I mean, the only thing that's really changed since then is the lighting's a little different. I can have a transparent background now, and my hair is pulled up, or at least it's supposed to be, but, you know, my hair always gives me trouble, so, you know, that's not always the case, but anyways, yeah, so thank you all so much for watching, and for cringing along with me, hopefully. This is a lot longer than I expected it to be. I thought this was going to be like 30 minutes maximum, and it's now like an hour and 20 minutes of stream, so, that's interesting, but, anyways, yeah, so, I didn't have anything planned for what I would say for this outro, as I didn't make it that far in my thought process. So what I'm gonna do instead is just say goodbye and wish another happy 5 years of MatZap gaming, hopefully a better 5 years, as I try to fix my hair while I'm yapping, and it's just not working out. There we go, it kind of worked out. Anyways, bye YouTube, thanks for watching.